Hey everybody, how are you? Hope you are well. So we're going to talk about buying a home. Buying a home in 3 months. Is that your plan? So as you know, some people have decided to stay away from purchasing homes right now because of inflation. They consider it a bad time. 3 months is a good average time to actually start looking and actually purchase the home. Some people take 3 months. Um, Other people take longer, 9 months, a year. It's really up to you um, how long you take, but 3 months is the average. For people who are first-time home buyers, it could be longer. You could take a full year. That's because you want to be especially sure, without a question of a doubt, that that is the home that you desire and the location and the area that you desire. So it's really no rush when it comes to buying homes, especially if you are a first time home buyer. If you are building your portfolio, there is still no rush in buying a home. You buy when you're ready to buy a home, you buy when it's a good time for you. However, I do want you to know that people are still out here buying homes. This inflation has not stopped some people. So they're still buying homes. There are still affordable homes out here. Um, Depending on where you look, you can still get homes for 30K, 50K, depending on where you look, and depending on what you're looking for also. If you're looking for investment property, um, everybody's looking for different things, but just want to let you know that everybody is not in a standstill right now. Some people are still buying as normal, as if nothing is going on. So when it comes to getting your home in 3 months, if this is your plan, then what you want to do is go ahead and reach out to a lender, or reach out to a couple of lenders, and just take that first step, which is a pre-approval, and see how much they're going to approve you for. Like there's no purpose in looking for a home if you don't know how much they're going to approve you for. So that's going to be the first step, reaching out to a lender. Reaching out to several lenders is a good idea. Compare the interest rates, because the interest rates are going to be different depending on which lender you're talking to. And they can actually tell you what the monthly payment is going to be also. And so, depending on your budget, you would know if that's a reasonable monthly payment or if it's not a reasonable monthly payment. And then a good reason for reaching out to the lender now, even if you're not ready, is to one, get an idea of how much you can get approved for. And then number two, generally the lender is going to tell you some action steps that you need to take if you're not ready. Now, for example, improving your credit so that you can get charged less. That's just one example that a lender may tell you. That if you get your credit score up higher, it's going to save you a lot of money. So just taking that first step is a good idea. Reaching out to a lender, seeing how much you can get pre-approved for, and then reaching out to several different lenders for the several different interest rates. So everybody should own real estate, um, but you don't have to. Everybody's not interested in real estate. But I'm just going to tell you some reasons why it's a good idea to own real estate. Number one, appreciation. You know about appreciation already. It is actually increasing your net worth. And so, actually, people that own homes, they are helping themselves by increasing their net worth. Like your net worth is actually in your house, if you can believe it or not. So, appreciation. Your home is appreciating, is increasing your net worth. People that own property, they have something that's helping them build their net worth, and that's owning property. Another reason is if you decide to have tenants, the tenants are the ones that are actually paying down the mortgage. So you're not paying this mortgage down. So you own the property, but the tenants are the one that is paying down the mortgage. So that is the other benefit of owning property. Also, there are tax advantages. So some of the expenses that you pay for your rental property, um, you can actually get a percentage of that money back. The money that is going out, you can get a percentage of that money back. And so that has to do with the tax benefits of real estate. Real estate has a lot more tax benefits when you compare it to your regular businesses. Like you get better tax benefits going into real estate versus a regular business. So it does come with tax benefits. So as we talked about what's going on with inflation, people losing their jobs, this is not a good time to buy property for some people. For other people, they are still buying property as normal, as if nothing is going on. Um, and then people are buying into different states that they don't live in. You have your distant real estate investors. For example, where I am, there are people that live in Paris that own property where I live. So people are grabbing up property everywhere, like no matter where they live. Hedge funds are also buying up a lot of land, buying up a lot of property. They know the value of property. Um, so people are very well aware of the benefits of owning real estate, that this is actually increasing your net worth and it's actually building your wealth. So when it comes to real estate is something that you want to buy and hold it, hold it forever. Reason being is that you have some people out here that are doing other things like flipping, things like that. So when you flip, you may get this huge, large cash, but if you held it for years, you're actually getting more value out of it because this $100,000 property, you can flip it, get that cash. But if you decided to hold it 10 years, 20 years, that $100,000 house, 10 years later, could be worth 400,000. 20 years later, could be worth 1 million. So that's why it's important when you buy to hold it. So people have different strategies that they use, but it is a good idea to buy and hold when getting into real estate. All right, so just wanted to chime in. This is what is going on in real estate. If this is not a good time to buy real estate, for some people, it's not a good time to buy real estate now. There are other things that you could do. You could sublet, do what is called rental arbitrage. You could do that, and you that could be a way to make profit. You get in for a small amount of money, and you're making profit every month. The only thing is you don't own the property, but you're still getting profit every month doing rental arbitrage. Or if it's not a good time to buy real estate, you could do crowdfunding, where you just put a little money into a crowd fund. Fundrise is one example, and then they pay you um, quarterly. They pay you quarterly because they're giving you some of the profits that they are making off of the property that they buy. So it's not a lot of profit, but it depends on how much you put in there. So say for example, you put $1,000 into a crowd fund, like Fundrise, for example. So they will pay you a profit quarterly, and that profit is going to be small because you put in $1,000. The profit is going to be maybe like $30 um, quarterly, something like that. So getting into crowdfunding is an option. So you put in a little amount and you're making a profit. You put in a little bit one time, and then you're getting paid quarterly for the rest of your life. But you put in a small amount, you're getting a small amount back. You put in a larger amount, you'll get a larger amount back. But you do have to be careful with crowdfunding because you don't want to give your money to places that you don't trust. Because if the place is not reputable and you can't trust it, you might not ever see that money again. So you do have to make sure that you trust this place that you're putting money into when it comes to crowdfunding. So you could do something like that if you're not ready to actually buy property right now. Or if you're not ready to buy property right now, you could just work on your personal credit, getting your credit as high as possible, and then forming that new habit that's going to keep the credit good. And then adding that business credit sector into it. So having good personal credit and then learning about business credit where you have good personal credit and then you also have good business credit. So those are some other things that you could do right now if you're not ready to actually buy the property. Rental arbitrage, crowdfunding, or just working on your credit. And then when you get ready, you can just start home shopping for the actual home that you're going to buy and hold. And then even if you're not ready right now, you can still reach out to the lenders and get an idea of how much they're going to give you for the loan and then what are some of the next steps, what the next steps might be. For example, increasing your credit as an example. All right. So if you like the show, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss the episode. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button on your way out. Thank you for watching.